already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast LA skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and our home team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
On the double.
Who that?
Stand.
Check 4.
They'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
3.
You're out. Bravo.
Hey, got it right. Watch tight end. Slam.
Get it.
To throw again. Herbert. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
70, Indy.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You ready?
Get that ball, man.
Hey, wahoo.
Check my 15. Mike is a 15. Check my 15.
Hard.
It's the run. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Leo. Hey, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. The open man is Smith. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Smooth.
Watch the twist.
Look. Squeeze. Rock it. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Recon. 132 fighter.
Check it backer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Let's go. 8, read.
Mike 50. Let's go, D.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On first down, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Ready, set.
50, Mike's 50. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Hey, Sam off. 61, matchbox lights. Look at me. Score. 5.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike 17. Check. Slam.
Yep.
Roar.
Keep dribbling.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go.
I got you, son.
Now back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Ready.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
15. Hey, Haywood. Sit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
30 base.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Topper.
Kill.
Now.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hatchet. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of you.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey. Check the call. Be grip.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Here's Gordon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. They'll set up to throw. He completes it to Henry. 25 yards that time. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Weapon. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey. Ready.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Check 26. Go.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Yeah.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
49, check 49, check 49, check 43. Go.
To throw from his end zone, Herbert. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hard. He's tall. Check. Alert flare. Leo.
Throwing after the interception. Herbert nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Pull it high. Look. Squeeze.
Off the play fake. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
70, Indy.
Third down. 3rd and 10.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down. 18 Gator. Rock it. Switch. Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. On 4th down, here's Trevor Daniel. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Back at the 21-yard line.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He'll drop to throw. Completes it to Hardman. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Topper!
Check 6 guys. Check your hot read.
Go!
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Check 3. Shit.
Look at me. Zipper. Big grip.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. on third down. This is Melvin Gordon. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Go!
They'll try and run for him. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a second time for 6 points.
218, chop. Get it.
They're going to give it to Gordon. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50. I'm scared. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey, Sam on.
You. Watch the eye.
Now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Zoo.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Looking to throw. Herbert, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, alert 3. Shift, watch the shift. Check 3.
Five.
On 4th down, Herbert, and the pressure gets to him again. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Bravo.
17. Mike 17.
Hey.
Strip that ball. Mike 17. Mike 17.
2nd and 14. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Squeeze.
Throwing on first down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Move. Rock it.
SOS. 25. Check 25.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 52.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Look at me. Door. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. And that's caught by Smith. That's good for 28 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Back. Hey, exit.
2nd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, hard throw, incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On 4th down, Herbert Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey!
To backfield. Motion to the backfield.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
Get this boy. You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? Hey, check 24. Check 24.
2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, set.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Check. Lucky. Wide. Get wide.
Big grip.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
At the 44-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
You draw Porter.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go deep, tighten.
80 weapon.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Hey, watch this.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Yes.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
We got
The
this.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Bang, orbit.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game, and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16